In this video, I show you how to use a preset combination with your own individual modification. So in this example, we treat a patient who has the following symptoms: acute spasmodic cough with difficult expectoration, some pain on coughing, and aggravated by dryness, for a 4-star rating. So we enter a new patient number and click the arrow icon. We type spasmodic cough, some pain on coughing, aggravated by dryness, acute, into the main complaint field and assign it 4 stars. We want to find a preset combination, so we click on Disorder Process and open the disorder group list. Here we select Respiratory Disorder. The main disorder drop-down appears, we open it and select Bronchitis Cough. The main disorder subgroup drop-down appears, we open this drop-down and select Spasmodic Cough. Now the preset combination table appears. We can see that the database offers us 2 presets, Thymus 3 and Grindelia 1. We see the additional disorder and extra information on the table. We think that Thymus 3 would be better than Grindelia 1 if we add a herb for dry cough to Thymus 3. So we decide on Thymus 3 and click the arrow icon, and the prescription table for Thymus 3 with the herb characteristics appears. Remember, safety is most important prescribing medicinal herbs, and you must read the safety information on each herb, which is available by clicking on the C and D button. So, when we've done that, we mark all the herbs in the basic Thymus 3 preset by clicking on the circle icon to the left of each herb name. We now look at the modifications table to see if any of the Thymus 3 modifications shown are a better fit for the patient's symptoms than the basic Thymus 3 preset. But there is no Thymus 3 preset modification for dry cough. So we click the Go Back button, then click the See Herbs button, then select Dry Cough from the main disorder subgroup box. Then turn off the syndromes function by clicking on the up arrow. We now have a list of herbs for dry cough from which we can choose. We choose Ophiopogon since it can help cough aggravated by dry, dusty, smoky environments, which fits the patient, and click the circle icon to the left of the herb name. We then click on the Show Actual Herb Selection button. We see that Ophiopogon is added to the original preset. Here we can switch to the herb characteristic table to decide whether Ophiopogon fits to Thymus 3. We decide that it does and click on the Show Final Prescription button. The final prescription form appears. The prescription name must be very clear to the patient and pharmacist. In our case, we write spasmodic cough acute and the date. In the dosage instructions field, we write the size of the prescription bottle, for example, 200 ml bottle, and on the next line, the daily dose, 5 ml in 25 ml of water 3 times per day. In this case, because it's a preset, we leave the strengths and the ratios of the herbs unaltered. So we enter the ratio as they're suggested in the prescription table, but enter ratio of 1 for ophiopogon. We enter the patient's name, address and email in the personal data field. Remember that the program will not save personal data. We have the opportunity to make a comment. For example, that the patient also has recurring respiratory infections, but we're not treating these this time. The comment will be saved and can be seen when the patient returns for the next consultation. Now, we click on the Save Prescription button, print it if you want, and most important, send it to the herb supplier and or the patient by clicking on Send Prescription as an email. A red checkbox will appear where you must confirm that you've observed the C&D by checking in the square icon. Another box opens where you put the herb supplier's email address and any further instructions for her or him. You send the email by clicking on the Send Email button. When you want to send the prescription and message also to the patient, click the Send Prescription as Email button again and follow the instructions again. You close the session by clicking on the Go to the Next Patient button. All the information of this session will be saved and can be seen in the further course of treatment.